Hi everybody, here's Liam. I know, doing a second video this week, realized yesterday how much better it made me feel talking to people. So I thought I'd come on, and there's been a tag going around. It's only one question that I'm going to do, and it's from Renee's Reborns, and it's called What Happened to Me, but I'm going to do that in a minute. Got a little haul to show you that Sarah got for Liam for me. This week. She said it's a get well present. One thing was this outfit that he's wearing. Isn't it cool? It's camo and overalls and with a gray long sleeve shirt on it. He looks like such a little boy. Don't you look like it? Such a little boy. He loves his puppy. There's your puppy and there's your zebra. Yeah, you always have both your mummies with you, don't you? And these are the other outfits she got me for him because I have to start getting him a wardrobe. There's this little blue t-shirt that says "See you later," and it goes with, okay, there's a pair, oh, here, with these blue, red, white, and gray plaid shorts. And then there's this little blue and white striped t-shirt that's got trimmed in light blue around the collar with a button down collar with a little blue pocket, and it's got little denim aren't they cute jeans, or shorts rather, with fake pockets stitched in at the front. They're really cute. And then the last outfit she got, which is my second favorite, my favorite's the camo, is this short set, a little romper overall, and it's red and blue, gray and white plaid with kangaroo pocket. I think that's what I heard somebody call that the other day, on the front, and another one at the very top, and it's got a white t-shirt underneath, and it's a t-shirt, not a onesie, because he is an older baby. Right, my buddy? I tell you, with being so sick this time, this guy, I think because he's my open-eyed baby. The other ones I'm quieter with because you're rocking them and you're trying to get them, they're sleeping. Liam knows all my secrets. I talk to him about everything. I feel like I'm not talking to myself, so I'm not going crazy. So I'm going to do that question of Renee's because I've been wanting to do it for a while. And it's from a long time ago. And at first I thought I had to do something from now. Just one second. Sorry. I thought I'd have to do something from now, but Nicole on Nicole's special art dolls, she did one from back years ago, so I thought, no, I'm going to do one from back then because it's kind of funny. When I first graduated nursing school, I graduated younger than most people my age because I skipped quite a few classes in school, and I was working full time at this, smaller hospital. It wasn't that small, but anyway, I had to float down to Emerge one night because they were short-staffed. And so they put me in the front two rooms, and this was back before we had walk-in clinics up here. So in the evening, you'd have also, besides, the actual emergency patients you needed, you'd have people in that just couldn't get to the doctors during the day. So they'd have two rooms at the front where you'd have a nurse assigned to them, and they would assess the patients, and the doctor could come in and quickly go through the room, like this one has the flu, that one's got ingrown toenail, this one's got, so on and so forth. So I was assigned to those two rooms, and it was a Friday evening, and I really wanted to show that I could do it because it was ultimately my goal. I wanted to either go to pediatrics, which is where I ended up going, or Emerge. And this Friday evening, 6 cops came into the unit, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought, okay, well, I've seen them around the hospital before, so. And they're standing right outside one of the two rooms that I'm in, And all the girl told me, because we had an bad emerge case had come in a car accident, and she said the first room was being taken over by this one patient only. Do not put anybody else in with him. That's all I got told. And I went, okay. So I went to go in the room, and the police officer said to me, don't go. And I went, no, it's fine. It's my job. And I went walking past them, and there's this guy, a big guy. He had to be about 6'5" and muscular, and sitting on the chair. And I went over to him and I touched his arm and I said, I have to do your blood pressure and that. And he looked at me and he said, no. And I said, I need you to get changed. No. And I have to do these things to find out what's wrong with you. And if you don't do it, then I'm leaving. And he said, fine. And he took off his shirt and put on the gown. He didn't need to do anything else. And I took his blood pressure and that, and I asked him what was wrong, and he couldn't verbalize it properly. So I knew something wasn't quite right. And I came back out of the room, and the cops are going, he didn't do anything to you? And I went, no. And the girls, by this point, they had the car accident guy pretty much under control. And she come out, and she said, Patricia, you went in there without any police escort. And I went, yeah, everything was fine. Why? She said, you know the cops, how there's 6 of them? I said, yes. She said, well, he was found walking down Yonge Street naked. And they picked him up, brought him to the police station, and he was picking up cops and throwing them down the hall. He was so enraged that they were bringing him there to get a psych eval done on him. And that's why they didn't want me going in there by myself. So I got like really nervous and shaky and was like, ah! And so they said, like, okay, we're gonna put you back in the cast room, and we'll get somebody else to take over the front part. And I said, thank you, because I hadn't dealt with anything like this before. So I'm in the cast room where they put casts and stuff on. I guess you figured that out by the wording. Anyway, you know those big trolleys that you see with all the shelves, and you see when you go in the hospital, they have all like the sheets and bedpans and everything stacked up, and it's so that they can take them to the different wards and fill up their utility rooms. You hear all of a sudden these things being thrown over, like just trash, the whole department. And he's just screaming, where is she? Where is she? You find me her. You find me her. He was looking for me. And back then, for a psych eval, you needed 2 doctors to commit. And normally you'd wait until an emerge till you got a second doctor to sign for a hold. They weren't keeping him down in emerge because of the fact he was going to wreck the department. So they asked me if I would walk with the police up to psych with him. Now this was an older hospital, and emerge was at one end, and psych was at the far end of the hospital, and you had to go this really long corridor. And then you got to the elevator, and there's one Pacific elevator, and it was an old, shaky little thing that just went to the psych ward and didn't go stop at any other floor. So I walked, it felt like I was in the Green Mile almost. There was 2 cops in front of us, him and I, and he was holding the crock of my arm, and he was very calm with me. And tells you what kind of people I attracted. Want to be my friend now? And 4 cops behind us, and we walked along, and he was quite fine. He wasn't saying anything to anybody, and other than me, he kept asking me if I was okay, and that I was going to stay with him. And we get to the elevator, and he starts he pushed me into the elevator, and he pushed the cops out of the elevator and closed the door. The cops could not come in with us. So I'm in this elevator with this guy that I know has been in emerge throwing grown arse man around. Scared out of my wits. We go up to the 3rd floor, and it's a rickety, slow elevator, and it seemed the slowest that night. We get up there, the door of the elevator opens to 6 cops with guns drawn, pointing at us. He'd still had a hold of my elbow. We walked out, past them. He was pushing them aside, and he let me walk him right down to the room that they had already planned for him. I took him in the room. I sat him down, and I told him he had to behave for the nurses. And he asked me if I was going to come back. And I said, when you get better, we'll talk about it. But I said, to get better, you're going to have to do what they tell you. Okay, I'll do it for you. And I walked out of that room, and I swear if I wasn't so young, I would have peed my pants. So that's what happened to me. Anyway, I'm going to go and lay down for a bit because I'm beat. And Liam's going to go back and play some more, aren't you, Liam? So I don't know if that's a stupid story or not for you, but it's what happened to me. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I just love you guys so much. I really do. This is a great hobby and a great community. And I do want to do a everybody go check out Chris's Cuddles. She's got a really really nice nursery, and she's trying to build up her channel. And she's got a really nice giveaway that's going to happen when she gets to the right number. It's some beautiful outfits, like gorgeous outfits. So Chris's Cuddles, you'll really like her. She's funny. She's really funny. And she's got some beautiful babies. So take care, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.